Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our live broadcast tonight. I'm your host, Al Scott. Tonight, we're going to talk about Donald Trump and a case from out of Georgia that my baby sister brought to my attention the other day. Uh, some of the things you're going to hear tonight may be a little graphic. It's not for everyone, but we don't sugarcoat anything. We give it to you the way you need to hear it. Before we go there, my condolences to the couple that we're going to discuss this evening. It's unbelievable what happened. Unbelievable. Never heard anything like that before in my life, but I'm looking at the mother now. Her facial expression is like she's gone. She's gone. She's here, but she's not here. And so I watched the father. He looks basically the same way. And this couple was getting ready to have their first child together. First child together. But in the twinkling of an eye, that all came to me. But before we go there, Donald Trump was indicted again yesterday, and he has some more indictments coming again. Donald Trump has almost 100 charges against him, almost. Each one of those charges, he says he's innocent. It's impossible for you to be innocent. Guilty as sin. Donald Trump speaks the language of racist white people. Donald Trump didn't have any schooling on how to run a country. People rather put a dummy in there than put Hillary Clinton in there, who has over, I think, 30-some years in government experience. But Donald Trump was America's biggest mistake. He's probably going to be locked up before the first trial starts because he keeps talking. He keeps talking. Donald Duck knows that he is not going to the White House. Amendment 14, Section 3, when you get time. I've said that from day one. They're finally talking about it. Donald has taken over $40 million to pay for his legal fees. That money was his campaign money, not to pay his bills. So little do we know it, that's probably going to come up soon. Nothing about him is presidential. Every time Trump speaks, he speaks in subliminal messages. And those messages are simple. The same people he had to come to the Capitol on January 6th, he's talking to now. Subliminal messages, I want you to ride. I want you to tear the place up. They're not indicting me, they're indicting you all, but I'm just standing in the way. Trump is a fool with a serious problem. He's a joke, something straight out of a comic book. He will not be allowed to go into the White House and become a damn janitor. It's not gonna happen. Everybody that went to jail for dealing with Trump, you never go see him. Never send him money. Don't bail him out. He talks about him. He attacks their character because that's what pigs do when they can't debate on an intelligent level. That's what they do. Miss Farris, where have you been? Late again, Miss Farris. Always good to see you. I love you. Big time. We got to talk. And so the crowd they used to have, he don't have anymore. People, they kind of like dying off, But when a judge tells you what not to do, and you continue to speak instead of things they told you not to speak, they will lock you up. And he will be locked up. Uh, he really thinks he's untouchable. You can't talk about the DA system. Everybody's not crazy. Get some people to start harassing the people that's trying to put you in prison. You put out former President Barack Obama's address. I don't know why he's not in the jail cell right now for doing that. April Williams, late. Mr. Curran, late. We're talking. That is somebody that does not care about this country. You putting a former president information out there for someone to go and attack them, and they try that. Lindsey Graham, leave Trump alone. Do not indict Trump. I don't know if they love us or whatever, but he always comes out and speaks for Trump. So either they're in some kind of love affair or they've done so many crimes together. Lindsey has to do what his boss tells him to do. But Congress should get back to doing what the people have elected him to do. Trump has lawyers. Get him his out for that. But Trump, Lindsey, and anyone that says with Trump, he is a threat to this country, they need to be locked up too. Racist white Americans love him. Dumb niggas love him. Rich niggas love him. Black people can't stand him. He's a fool with a serious problem. Okay, Miss Williams, that's fine. But what he's doing is dividing this country. When Barack Obama was in office, I interviewed a lot of white people. All of them said the same. That President Barack Obama had divided this country. I'm teachable until the day I die. Not one person could tell me how he divided this country. Not one. Not one. If you ask me how Trump divided this, it's going to be simple. The minute Trump walked into the White House, closet racist white people took the hoods off in the road and told you who they were. He did that. He did it. So we thought the indictment was going to come out today. They came out last night. I love every minute of it. I hope I'm allowed to do, I can do a 30-minute show with you guys. My voice is still messed up. So let's get into what had my sister upset. And now it has me upset, and me and Ms. Williams discussed that earlier today. Years ago, I asked the lady I was with if she would have my child, and she said yes. I was extremely excited that she said yes. We had a girl, my first child. I'm in the room when she gets ready to give birth, but I keep making jokes. She told me to send me out, so I wasn't there for the full thing. But here's my point. When a couple wants a child, when a couple wants to bring a child into this world, that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Especially when this is your first child. And the man says he's going to have my whole name. Before he's come out, he's loved. He's loved. When God blessed a woman to be able to produce life, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Especially when I see two young black couples. They're black. Heading in the right direction. My first child. the baby shower, all the gifts, excited about having their first child together. Now, I'm going to play something. I'm not going to play all of it. I just want you to hear just a little bit of what the attorney said just the other day.
On July the 9th, 2023, Jessica and Travion, they were excited. She was 37 weeks pregnant at that time, and they were really, really looking forward to delivering their first born child. Her water broke at about 10 o'clock in the morning on the night. Appropriately, she went over to labor and delivery over to Southern Regional. They admitted her and put her on an IV, gave her some medicine, basically the rest of the delivery. She labored for about 10 hours, and probably around 10, strike at about 8:40 in the evening, she was fully dilated and told her to start pushing. Well, during the course of pushing, the baby stopped descending. There's something called a shoulder dystocia, fancy word for saying the baby's shoulders could not fit through the pelvic girdle. It got stuck by the bone there in the pelvic girdle. That was recognized, and what wound up happening after that is just brutal. Dr. St. Julian came in, and she process of trying to deliver this baby, pulled on the baby's head and neck so hard, manipulated it so hard that the bones in the baby's skull, face, and neck were broken. When Dr. St. Julian finally took Miss Ross to the operating room for a C-section, cesarean section, they cut the belly and delivered the baby through the abdomen. When the womb was open, the feet came out, body came out, and there was no head. The head was stuck in the vagina. The head subsequently vaginally. The baby had been decapitated. Dr. St. Julian was grossly negligent for applying ridiculously excessive force on the baby's head and neck. Dr. St. Julian and the nurses at Southern Regional Medical Center, they were grossly negligent for not getting the help of the on-site in-hospital OB in a timely manner. They had.
Okay, I'm going to stop there. This was their doctor, Julian. She comes to help her give birth. It's not unusual for a doctor that's not at a certain hospital to go there and deliver the client's child. But now, I don't know if she just started doing this last night. I don't know if she's impersonating a doctor. She wouldn't take my phone call. Everything she did, allegedly did, to me, it says either she didn't give a damn, or she just didn't know what she was doing, or she was having a bad day. Either way, what you did with me, what you did to me, you committed a crime. It's homicide. Yeah. Next couple of days, I'm gonna read as much as I can because it has to be something in there that can charge her. Has to be. Now, the hospital, Southern Regional Medical Center. The first thing they said, that's not our doctor. She doesn't work here. I don't care where she works. She's allowed to come in to give birth. But they wanted us to know that it's not our doctor. Okay, but watch this. The people that you had in there with her, some of them work for your hospital. So you are in there. You are. But the way they treated this woman, if I said diabolical, that's an understatement. She didn't get to hold the baby. They wanted to see the baby. They said no. Why not? Hospital said you can't touch the baby or see your child. So I just laid here and gave birth for nothing. When we started trying to cover up, that hospital became part of the problem too. So if you did this, so wonderful. It tells me that you all have done something like this before. Nobody sounded the alarm. Nobody said nothing. Let me say this to you more so we can move on. We're not discussing Joe Biden this evening. But let me leave you with this here. Biden and Biden's son don't have a damn thing with Donald Trump being a damn crook. Never do with that. Okay, so they now are demanding to see the child. They don't see the child. The child is wrapped. The child is wrapped with a lot of blankets. The head was on top to make it look as he was still there. That's a crime. That's a conspiracy. So the hospital is equal to that doctor. But my thing is, we need to go back and look at this hospital's record. Because if they're able to carry this out and nobody said nothing, they've done this before, something similar to this. You killed the baby. His head was left on the inside. The doctor, you're pushing too hard. You're pushing too hard. Nobody's watching the damn monitors. Nobody. My heart goes out to this couple. It does, because when my baby sister called me about it, I said, can't be. It just can't be. She said, yeah, it happened. And it did. It did. Doesn't have anything to do with race or anything, but this is a child. Now, it gets worse. When the mother finally goes home, I guess, the funeral home has the body. 3 days. They were told your baby died, you were delivered. That's all they knew. But you couldn't see it. Now I know babies died in the hospital, and most of the time the parent can hold that child. Miss Williams says they don't care about us. Yes, that's it. It's just the bottom line. So when the funeral home gets the body, about 3 days later, the funeral home calls the parents. Surely they don't know what has happened, because you're not supposed to send us a body that's beheaded. The medical examiner comes, and then they get it to us. So I guess for 3 days, the mother, especially trying to figure out what did she do wrong. They could have caused her child to die. She did nothing. She did nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's a cover-up. Not telling the people at the hospital how it happened or what happened. That's a cover-up. Somebody should have been watching the damn monitor. And they probably will. But don't give a damn. That's a cover-up. I know you know right from wrong because you wrapped your baby up. This is just a body. But you take the head instead to try to fool the family. I tell you what, if it was me, heaven back me up, I would get a damn mugshot again. I would do it. I know why you did it. I know why you did it. You did that because you wanted me to come and kick your ass. That's what you did it for. Now, you're adding insult to injury. Ms. Williams says all of them need to be sued. Exactly. They have to because they ain't on the same together. There's a young lady on my page. I'm not gonna call her name. But I made contact with one of the attorneys and was asking them some things. You know I don't like anybody to come in, put in links on my page. Don't do that. Look, I don't know if that link you're putting on there is true or not. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that was an argument going back and forth the other day. Well, one lady said that I know for a fact that they did not let her see that child through that glass. She held that child. Okay. I promise you. That's a lie. That's a lie. Now, I want you to remember that some people that we talk about, they watch us. Their parents could be watching us tonight. I don't care if you disagree with anyone. But remember, you don't know who's watching this. You don't know who's going to watch this. So if we disagree, that's fine. We'll do it in a respectable way. But always remember, somebody could be watching tonight. You have to keep that in mind. They're going through, So the next couple of days, I'm going to do some research. Do a lot of research. Because I want to raise some hell with the hospital because the hospital is trying to do damage control on themselves. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not only would I get a mugshot, when I get through with them, that hospital will have another name. Mine. If you give them $1 million, 10 million, 20 million, it's okay. But you can't never put a price on a child. You can't. So they're okay for a minute and they go back to enjoying life. But when they sit down, or whatever, sometimes they be happy with what they say. But then they get upset. They get upset because they remember how they got their money. They remember how they got their money. This has nothing to do with the case tonight where I get ready to get out because my voice is going out. I'm talking with Ms. Williams. People greet you the way they see you. Black people, we have to start treating ourselves better than we've been doing. You make it easy for another race to come and disrespect us because we have no respect for our own selves. So if you're using the word nigga, a nigga, you can't make that sound good. You cannot. You're a fool with a serious problem. So if you're using that word and you hear a white person use it, walk on by. Let's walk on by. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Y'all, my voice is going out. I go to YouTube tonight and I will see you all again tomorrow, probably at 1 o'clock, but voice is going out. I deeply, deeply apologize, y'all. Y'all enjoy your evening. I need a peel thing. Spray or whatever it is, shit. Oh.